Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that the last video got corrupted again somehow, and I had to come here and repair it, and you are now viewing the part 2, which will be short because I did the most of it in that video. I just wanted to show you, see where it says repaired? Yes, I had to. I don't know what happened. It just cut. Something's been going on lately. Can't say for sure what it is, but we were in the middle of reading an article, and I urge you, this is the part 2. If you have not watched the part 1, which is literally almost the entire video, please, oh please, watch that first. This is a continuation. Let's go and get into it. Not that. Okay, this is about where we were whenever the video just cut and got corrupted, and you should have already watched that. So if you didn't, again, I urge you, go watch part 1, which is literally 2/3 of this entire video. Okay, so I don't know where it stopped, but we'll start here. President Biden's actions are historic and they will have immediate impact. These are tangible and powerful policies that will save lives. And I said something like it's all about saving lives, right? We're going to go drop a whole bunch of bombs in the Middle East and kill hundreds of thousands of people to save lives. Organizations pushing for stricter gun laws and Democratic lawmakers have been pushing for years for the federal government to reclassify ghost guns and force purchasers to undergo background checks. Quote, ghost guns are guns too, and it's time to close the loophole. They always talk about these loopholes. Get out of here. Congressman Adriano Espaillat, who pushed for legislation to regulate ghost guns, tweeted Wednesday. The NRA, meanwhile, immediately pushed back on the plans. The organization tweeted Wednesday night that the actions were extreme and wrote the NRA is, quote, ready to fight. These actions could require law-abiding citizens to surrender lawful property and push states to expand gun confiscation orders. I believe the NRA is a Trojan horse, but that statement is true. That's exactly what it would do. This stuff is going to criminalize. It's going to turn so many people into criminals with a stroke of a pen. Good people. Believe it or not. And this guy, Pat Toomey, co-sponsored background check legislation, failed to pass, said he's reviewing Biden's actions. I appreciate President Biden's expressed willingness to work with both Republicans and Democrats to achieve this goal. If done in a manner that respects the rights of law-abiding citizens, I believe there's an opportunity to strengthen our background check system so we are better able to keep guns away from those who have no legal right to them. And again, yes, the president will work with... Uh-oh. You guys hear that? That is a military plane. Chopper going over right now. What are you doing? Traitors? Where's he at? I hear him. I lost sight of him. We'll see if he comes back. Man. But I was going to say again, yes, of course there's willingness to work with both Republicans and Democrats. They always work together. Growing in popularity, but difficult to track broadly given the lack of a serial number. Ghost guns have been used in multiple shooting-related crimes in recent years. And this just talks about how, he's reluctant to pass publicly discussed gun control amid initial focus on the situation and related economic downturn. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. His decision has allowed critics to highlight how Mr. Biden came up short on fulfilling a notable campaign pledge appearing in Nevada in February 2020. Mr. Biden vowed to send legislation to Congress on his first day in office that would repeal the liability protection for gun manufacturers and closing loopholes in the federal gun background check system. And again, why would you hold manufacturers accountable because somebody used their product in a bad way? Are you going to hold, oh, I gotta stretch my legs a little bit. Are you going to hold car manufacturers responsible because people are running people down? No. And for weeks, administration aides have said plans were still in the works, a posture that didn't change in the wake of those recent shootings in Atlanta and Boulder, Colorado. And these people contributed to this report. Moving on. Okay, now I wanted to start getting into this one, and I will continue this tomorrow, actually, with a, well, I had to stand up. My leg is, like, really cramping up from sitting in the car too long. I wanted to start this one. It's pretty lengthy, so we'll have to continue it tomorrow. I will make a video tomorrow, I promise you guys that, because this one is very good. And this is Davos Forum 2021, the Great Reset after the situation. This year, the Davos Forum will be celebrating its most special and challenging edition in the midst of the ongoing situation. For this reason, the 51st edition of the World Economic Forum will be held in two phases, a virtual one in January and another one face-to-face in August. So that one's coming up soon. The summit will convene politicians, businessmen, and representatives of social and cultural organizations at a crucial time for the world under the tagline, The Great Reset. For more than 50 years, the World Economic Forum, also known as the Davos Forum, has served as a global platform where leaders from business, government, international organizations, civil society, and academia come together to address critical issues at the start of each year. So it's a globalist organization, they just admitted it. In 2021, it will abandon its traditional format to adapt to the demands of the situation. From January 25th to 29th, the dates on which the event normally takes place, the forum will hold a virtual round of so-called Davos dialogues. We already know about that one. The Davos agenda will feature participation from heads of state and government, CEOs, civil society leaders, global media, and youth leaders from Africa, Asia, Europe, Middle East, Latin America, and North America, as in all the players in the world government, the new world government. Participants will discuss a broad variety of topics, including building a better future for work, sustainable development, and harnessing the technologies of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which we all know to be AI. In addition, the forum has scheduled an extraordinary meeting this year in Singapore that will take place between August 17th and 20th, according to the organization itself. We'll have to keep an eye on that. This decision has been made factoring in criteria concerning the evolution of the situation in Asia and Europe. In 2022, the forum expects to be able to convene again, face-to-face in Davos. The Singapore event will bring together the world's leading figures in a number of fields to focus on shaping solutions to the world's most pressing challenges. According to Klaus Schwab, founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, a global leadership summit is of crucial importance to address how we can recover together. Public-private cooperation is needed more than ever to rebuild trust and address the fault lines that emerged in 2020. As in, translated, this would mean we need to build a world government. And look at their little town that they meet in, out in the middle of nowhere. And it's the highest town in Europe. So they're literally up on a mountain conspiring. The forum is traditionally held in Davos, the highest town in Europe, surrounded by mountains. It houses the largest ski station in Switzerland. However, Davos is not famous for its snow, but for hosting the World Economic Forum. This annual meeting is attended by political, business, cultural, and media leaders who wish to take part in the international agenda. Who wish to take part in the international agenda? So right there, they already admit there's an international agenda. Why not? Let's see, Davos was established in 1971, Geneva, Switzerland, as an independent, impartial, and not tied to special interests non-profit organization. Its founder, Klaus Schwab, professor at the University of Geneva, who initially invited 444 executives from European companies to a meeting on corporate governance in the convention center of Davos. His idea was to introduce the American business management approach to European firms. He never imagined that a meeting would lead to the unparalleled international summit that it is today. Well, no, because the elites, the powers that should not be, they saw this and they were like, hey, this could be a vehicle to push world government. We like you, Mr. Schwab. Okay, so here's where we start getting good. An agenda for the post-situation world. The situation has proven that no institution or individual can take on the economic, environmental, social, and technological challenges of our world by itself. This crisis has bolstered trends that were evident even before its onset, such as digitization or the need for sustainable and inclusive development. In 2021, the Davos Forum faces the crossroads of rebuilding trust into making crucial choices and the need to reset priorities and urgently reform systems. Yes. So nobody can take this on alone by itself. We need a world government, guys. And we already went over this one from January. These are the ones that they discussed in January. Monday, January 25th, they designed cohesive, sustainable, and resilient economic systems. 26th, driving responsible industry transformation and growth. 27th, my birthday, enhancing stewardship of our global commons. Oh yes. 28th, harnessing the technologies of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. 29th, advancing global and regional cooperation. A total of 1,507 guests from the highest level of leadership will participate virtually in different meetings that will be held over the course of these 5 days. And we already know about all of that. Already happened. First in January, then in August this year, Davos aims to become a pioneering mobilization of global leaders to shape the principles, policies, and partnerships needed. In this challenging new context, it is essential for leaders from all walks of life to work together virtually for a more inclusive, cohesive, sustainable future as soon as possible in 2021. So basically, that last sentence would read, it is essential for leaders from all walks of life to work together virtually toward a new world order. Oh, a summit inspired by a sustainable manifesto. Where do you hear that word? When do you use that word? Manifesto. Like the Communist Manifesto? Or manifestos from like the Unabomber or other people that have committed atrocities? I don't know. You use manifesto whenever you, well, have an evil agenda. Let's just put it out there. 2020 saw the launch of a new Davos Manifesto with a single objective of building a new world order. I'm not even going to go with their buzzwords. It's a new world order. the global government that they so desperately want us all to live under. Last year was the most sustainable annual summit held to date. It received ISO 20121 certification for sustainable events and will be totally carbon neutral. This accomplishment was possible thanks to the policies aimed at using locally sourced food suppliers, introducing alternative sources of protein to reduce meat consumption, sourcing 100% renewable electricity, reducing or eliminating the use of materials that cannot be recycled or easily reused, and increasing the availability of electric vehicles. How can you follow the World Economic Forum in Davos? And we don't care about that because there's nothing really there. But look at all these people. They aim to inform the global public and the forum's 25 million plus social media followers on the key issues shaping the year ahead. Those poor people. It will also engage 430 cities and 150 countries that host Global Shapers, a network of young people driving dialogue, action, and change. 20,000 members of its top link, digital interaction platform, and 400,000 subscribers to Strategic Intelligence. Its world-leading knowledge app. Also be active online throughout the week's program. There is no excuse to miss out. Various channels have been set up where event discussions and agenda activities can be followed. Yes, so you can literally watch in real time as they steal what little freedom you have left. Oh, well, I actually guess that's it. I thought this was a lot longer than it was. It seemed like it. It seemed like it was going to be. That's really weird. It might be the other one that I have that's way longer. Huh. Anyway, well, perfect. So we know about their little thing or whatever. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Let's pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not unto temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.